Let's stay at the Supreme Court, shall we? And President-elect William Ruto wants the case filed by Raila Odinga challenging his victory thrown out, terming it as a work of fiction. Ruto, through his lawyers, argues that Odinga only sought judicial intervention when his schemes, including what he says arm twisting the commission to declare him president, failed. Our senior political reporter Kennedy Mureithi looks at Ruto's response.
The second day of submissions at the Supreme Court saw a number of lawyers representing respondents in the cases filed challenging the announcement of William Ruto as president-elect represent their clients. President-elect William Ruto's lawyers seeking to explain to the country's highest court of how the matter before them was more political than legal.
Mutations which have been added.
Led by senior counsel Fred Ngatia and Ruto's chief agent in the August 9 elections, Kindiki Kithure, the lawyers dismantling submissions by Odinga, describing them as a work of fiction.
Show us one Form 34A in the public portal, because that is where ultimately it landed, which differs with the hard copy at the polling station. Show us only one. Or show us a ballot box that people from outer space came and voted into, stuffed into it, and then all this hijacking in midair took place. There's no such evidence. And why there's no such evidence is because that is the work of fiction.
It is a story full of sound and fury which signifies nothing.
It is our submission, my lords and my ladies, that the petitioner through his agents were happy with the process up to the last minute when the tallies were done, and it reflected a win for a party other than the one they wished.
To the lawyers, Raila's case is more of a political cocktail where they insist he is on a fishing expedition.
Amongst the many things this court is now being called upon to do is to find a way of moderating, I use the word moderating now in the correct sense, the excesses in the political contestants. Excesses such as imagining that this Supreme Court can now take over the role of voters and do a court coronation of any candidate. That would be a heresy.
All that we are trying to help this court to realize is that what was the will of the Kenyan voter as expressed in Form 34A.
Lawyer Muthomi Thiankolu describing the assertion that there was a possibility of altering the Forms 34A as preposterous.
If you do your math, what the petitioner was telling you is that the Honorable William Ruto was intercepting and changing on average 23 Forms 34A per second in the span of 8 minutes, that he claims we staged, dumped, and altered over 11,000 Forms 34A.
In asking the Supreme Court to throw away the petition lodged by Raila Odinga and Martha Karua, the team of lawyers representing President-elect William Ruto are imploring on the highest court in the land not to subvert the will of the people.
They went to go and try to have the first petitioner declared as president of the Republic, or otherwise force a runoff between him and my client.
Kennedy Mureithi, NTV.